Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Worldology and I'm going to talk to y'all today about the gunplay in the next Battlefield. So, right now is a playtest going on right now, I guess so. It was some, happenings or saying or hearings, in the media talking about there's going to be a new one, right? And then we have a beta window open for this next Battlefield as well, and we also do not have any details on that. We don't know if it will if it's actually true if a window is open for a beta, right? Because we just got an alpha, but obviously we know that it's close to being a full release because they're working very hard, right? And since that article dropped, the article is, they're trying to beat that. So the gunplay, seeing from the gameplay is that now spread is in the next Battlefield. Clap it up. Okay, short clap, right? The reason why is that the spread looks like is in its BF4 form, right? Looks more that you have to control it. And the thing is with that is that it was a PC player playing it. The spread between, compute keyboard and mouse and PlayStation or Xbox, whatever you play on console, you have a tighter spread and you have basically no recoil on console. And then on keyboard and mouse, you have a more, you have to control your weapon way more than you can and you could on console. So eh, bear with me, it's not all bad. The thing is that the spread looks like you have to control it a little bit more than 2042 on keyboard and mouse. And it looks like it has the same effect as 2042 on a console. So looking at that, looking just bear with me. I'm not gonna bear with me. No need. Do not be upset, please. At me, anyway. What the person who was playing the game, he was a person who was conscious at the game, but he wasn't, a top tier player. He wasn't a person who actually is in the competitive scene. I'm not, so I can't talk. But it just looked like he wasn't because he wasn't playing the game to for me to be able to see if the spread is actually spreading. So looking at the little bits of the gunplay from the new test from that guy playing, it did look like that he had to control the spread more because he was firing fully automatic in mostly every sense of time that he's seen an enemy. I I don't know. I don't know if that was the case, but there is spread in the game, and we have to you know worry about that. The thing is that I don't know how many spread patterns is in the game. It looked like the Taver was used for the recoil. I mean, not for the recoil, for the spread and the gun he was using. So that spread looked pretty rapid. He wasn't controlling it because he was doing it fully automatic every single time. Again, he's seen an enemy. Every single time he's seen an enemy, he was just he was just spraying. He didn't have no control. And then there's another video, right, that I've seen, and he was, I guess, a PlayStation player. He was actually very good as well. I don't know who it was. I don't know who dropped it. I don't know. Everything is confidential. I can't see names I can't pronounce in a different language, China, whatever. I can't read none of the Mandarin. I can't do it. But it looks like the person who was on PlayStation, he was actually controlling the recoil first, and then it looked like he had tighter spread. It looked like he still had spread, but it was tighter. So what I can say about that is that we're probably gonna have the same 2042 to thing of where your keyboard and mouse have, you know, the full experience of the gunplay, and the console does not have the full experience of the gunplay. Meaning it will be easier on console, but it will be harder on console, and it will be easier on PC, and it will also be harder on PC. If you get what I mean, then take that with consideration, and take it with a grain of salt. Just get ready for the next Battlefield, and just know that that really isn't the it's not my final say. Do not take my looks of what I've seen for your final say, because what I can say is that anything can change. They're still in the beta if that window is actually open. But right now we're just focusing on what we know and what I guess DICE already see that we know for, and the details in the next game, that we're in the alpha and we don't have any news. They're not showing any news. No new leaks came out, nothing. Just we're just waiting right now. So yeah, that is the good news. That spread is in the game. But there is a few questions. Does every weapon have spread patterns? Every weapon have spread patterns and feel different? Or do the game feel like 2042 a little bit? Or does it feel like Delta Force? I can't really cover on Delta Force. Delta Force, sorry, but it does not have any content. I do apologize for people who want to see different FPS games. It's not really my style to cover on a game that I don't enjoy. I know, I said 2042, but hey, Delta Force is worse because it's not a game. It's a simulation. It's a it's a simulation, bro. It's not a real game. It has skill-based matchmaking and everything. We don't know if it actually do. It's just a theory, but it looks like it does, bro. So enough of Delta Force. What we can say about this Battlefield is that we should know that spread will be tighter on the console, and keyboard and mouse players will need to control it more. So with this, the final saying is that both parties is skillful, because obviously the two leagues, there's one person who is way better than the other guy that I've seen on PC, and vice versa. So it doesn't matter if you're bad on a controller or on a keyboard and mouse. You can be good on both. You can be bad on both. You can be good on one, and you can be bad on the other, and etc. You can have all that happiness. So just know that, again, spread is probably back in the game. The main question: will all the weapons play the same, like Delta Force and the launch base of 2042, or will it be different variety of weapons that we can use, like BF4, BF3, hardline, BF1, I guess. BF5 doesn't count recoil bug and everything. Not recoil, spread bug. Yeah. It did not look like there was a spread bug in the game as well. So be sure to remember that there's no spread bug. The mouse input works, and everything in Battlefield 6 looks about right in its form and in its gunplay right now. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. Hope you like, share, and subscribe, and just still be optimistic about the next Battlefield. Be cautious about if you want to purchase a pre-order or anything pertaining to this game. If you're a casual or anything that's new to Battlefield, look at anybody, who plays and uploads content for this game and see if you want to play it. They want the 100 million players. It looks like they're going to cook up for the 100 mil, and hey, we'll see when time will tell. The window beta is open, and we'll probably see something drop this year or something. We just have to wait. We have not received a leak yet, so there's still a leak in its place in this time frame. Since the full game is probably going to come out next year to May, now that it probably got pushed back, I guess, from March to May. I don't know. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for this video, and I'm out. See ya.
Throwing incendiary! Heads up! Fire! Get these fucking guys off me!